Hey guys, Johnny Powell. I am coming to you from the Barber Motorsports Park Vintage Festival. I just pulled in. It's about a 4.5 hour ride from my house. 344 miles, and 90% of that was in 6th gear on I-20. 99%. Anyway, I made it, and just got here, and I haven't been here I think in 15 years, and it's awesome. From my first impression is it seems like there's more people, but I don't know, it's just bikes everywhere. There's a swap meet. There's going to be vintage road racing, motocross. I just saw a whole bunch of people look like they were doing test rides leading out. I may see if I can test ride the new Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. I saw some of those. But yeah, right now I need food and to put on some shorts. Here's the Tiger. Okay, made it to Triumph Island and figured out how to correct the settings here. Put it in 4K so I can get some good video. Let's flip it around. I've never been to Triumph Island, so I don't really know what the deal is, but there are bikes. Look at this one. I guess this must be a like a bike show. Custom stuff. And of course, Gamecock football.
Chapter 710 of the season. Jalen Kingston coming out huge and will cash in for 3 unexpected points for ups.
There's not a cloud in the sky today, so video is going to be pretty shadowy. Sorry. Just had to get some food. I hadn't had anything since this morning. It was a cool ride. It's like 50 degrees, and I left my house and went down to like 42 or something, the lowest. But I was thankful I had my heated grips, heated seat. And then I brought an extra hoodie to wear. Although now I'm in shorts and t-shirt.
Your next stop will be at the top of the paddock, and then take it off, and then we'll take the sign.
Bit overwhelming how many bikes and geez, people are here. I heard it said 40,000. To my right is the swap meet. We'll walk through that. later. I'm heading to the kind of manufacturer area, and my plan is to see about signing up for a demo ride. And I'm gonna see if I can get a ride on the Himalayan 450. I didn't bring my GoPro gym mount stuff, so I won't be able to actually film my demo ride. I didn't think about that. I didn't really prepare that well for this trip, to be honest. I didn't even know I was going to do it until last night. But anyway, I have more thoughts about that, but let me see if I can get signed up.
Sir, you're welcome to sit on that if you want.
Thank you.
Seat strapped to an engine. What was the idea behind it?
Yeah, you got the design brief, right? Actually, it was like a discussion about what we could do out of that monument of an engine.
Accidentally wandered into the swap meet.
BMW Jimbo up now. Out there to show you how it's done. Oh, come on, get it. Got it. That was nice.
Double beavers. All right, guys. I'm gonna make one comment, is that there's absolutely almost no place here that is not just blaringly noisy. Racing's noisy. There's a loud rock band. It's constant stream of bikes and traffic. So I found the one kind of quiet spot is back here in the back of the swap meet to tell you about my test ride on the Himalayan 450. Long story short, jump right to it. I did not like it. I'll go over the things I do like and don't like about the bike. I kind of think it looks pretty cool. That's it. Riding it, disappointing. So the it supposedly has a noticeable improvement in horsepower. I didn't really feel that I would call it all that noticeable. To me, it was slightly noticeable. So I've owned the Himalayan 411, and I've owned the Scrambler 400X by Triumph, and just for comparison, I also own a DR650. The Himalayan 450, despite having 50 more cc's, did not feel like it had as much power, was not as responsive as the Scrambler 400X. Was not as much fun to ride. Is it better than the 411? Yes. Is the 411 terrible? Yes. So, my impressions were very meh. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah. And furthermore, on the ergonomics, so it felt almost exactly like the old bike to me. It felt small to me. Seat height very low. Sort of the switch gear and like the shifting lever and all just felt kind of cheap. And just fit and finish, it wasn't that much of an improvement. It felt like, they're calling it a whole new motorcycle, and I guess it is, but it seemed very similar to the old one to me. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. On the other hand, I saw the CF Moto 450. They do not have that available for demo rides yet. But I got to see one of them. They also had a 900. And I'm talking about I think it's called the Ibex. And it is nice looking. It looks like a legit, major brand. KTM, Triumph. Very impressed with it.
I'm good.
A lot more substantial looking of a motorcycle than the found another bike I used to own, could turn around, but very much more substantial than the Enfield Himalayan 450 in my opinion. So here we have a probably a 1989. I think that might be the only year they made it, or 89, 90, 91, something like that. Honda GB500 Tourist Trophy. A bike that I once owned. I honestly think that I'm not that interested in vintage motorcycles like I believe I once was. Gotta be honest.
Wheel. I'm going from throttle right on the brake. So you all know if somebody asks you, okay, how much front brake should you use into the turn? Should you go full brake right away? You say no. I want time for weight transfer so the front can load. So you will be told you want progressively more and more and more brake. You can grab more and more brake over distance because you have more and more and more load on the bike. I want to be able to just go straight into hard vertical braking right away and how do I do that?
Hey friends, it's day 2. I've been here back at the event for about an hour, and just been doing the sign up process to do some more demo rides. So in about 25 minutes I'm going to ride Moto Guzzi Stelio, and then later I have a BMW F900GS for the off-road experience, where they actually take you through some unpaved trails. I don't know if it's in the woods or kind of around by the motocross track here or whatever. So that's pretty cool. And then I actually might jump on one of the little BMW electric scooters and just bust around the park area a little bit. Try that out before finding lunch and then heading home. Also, sat on the CF Moto 450 Ibex, I guess is what it's called. And that's a nice looking bike. Just the trim level, and just looks real pro, or real nice quality. But I don't think I fit on it. My knees are like jammed up against the gas tank flares, and it's kind of not for someone my size, I don't think. But pretty good looking bikes, gotta say. All right, I'm gonna go get my gear and get ready for this test ride. Here's the Stelvio I'm gonna ride, or one like it. Pretty impressive. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting comparison. I wanted to ride this, the V100 Mondello, but there were no available time slots. But that is, in my opinion, a very unique and beautiful looking bike. All right, guys, well, I'm about to hit the road. I've got 5 hours of I-40 to get back home this evening. But I just did a test ride of the Moto Guzzi Stelvio. It's okay. I'm going to say very much reminded me of the BMW, although less power, but the same kind of vibe with that kind of V-Boxer motor, special engine configuration, and kind of just a quirky styling. It's not too bad. It's got its charm. But then I did the BMW, I don't know what they call it, performance riding class or whatever. The little off-road thing. I rode the F900GS on this little loop that was pretty good. I mean, it was loose sand, there was some gravel, there was some baby head, kind of pea gravel, rocks, there was a water crossing, there was some steep ups and downs, roots, that kind of stuff. I would compare it to like an average, BDR kind of line, like not an expert line, but like something like on Wyoming, or maybe some of the Smoky Mountain 500 harder stuff. But the GS, I don't know, it's geared very tall. First gear was very tall for me, I thought, and the clutch was very quick to engage, and it just sort of would take some getting used to something. It felt kind of snatchy, but I rode everything fine, and it was fun. I had a good time with those folks, and I don't know, maybe I'll consider doing one of their off-road classes. Anyway, yeah, that's it, man. It's been a hot weekend. The sun's been relentless. I've been walking around the pavement, and it's just loud, and I think I'm gonna head out of here, stop for something cool to drink, top up the gas, and hit the road. See you next time. Thanks.